Hello, everyone. Welcome to, yes, it's Rokh. It's been a long time. I decided to load in and start the stream here at the loading screen just because we're loading into server 12, our good old 12, and there's been a lot of updates, so I want to kind of cover that real quick. Today is the week 8 update, the new UI, the new crafting system, the new bigger, better experience. Hopefully, they said this was supposed to be a huge update, huge changes. It's kind of funny though. Once again, I have to laugh a little bit at the size of the patch. It was only 150 megabytes. It was tiny. It was really, really tiny. So, working on just getting back in the game and checking everything out. I have heard the changes are quite drastic. So kind of everything that we learned before. I stopped because, do you hear that? The walking sounds are different. They really are. That's interesting. They say they changed a whole bunch of animations. The whole entire crafting system is now different. There we go. We see it for the first time. Interesting. Oh, looks like parts are different too, actually. Okay, so we now have handles for everything, which makes sense, right? A crowbar kind of is a handle, but it's kind of a rod. Oh, so here's the gist of the materials. Interesting. So now if I go click here, aha, interesting. So I have now the ability to swap here instead of clicking my buttons so much. Interesting. So, kind of nice. So here's all the stuff I can craft. Oh, we can craft the handle now earlier, which is something that we couldn't do before. But we need it for a lot of stuff that we didn't need it for before. So it makes sense. I'm definitely interested to check it out. I don't know. So I heard from somebody that iron now is a very different material, and that it's not so much take your boots off to move more quietly. Yeah, I seriously would if I could. I know, PlayerUnknown stuff, I'm thinking, sounds now are way crazier, hearing that sort of stuff. You get so used to it in the game. Let's look at the map. Map still looks the same. Everything else is the same. I want to put this up a couple. I'd rather consume more energy in my suit than food and such, because that's kind of the need. All right. Best part is the sky is still beautiful at night. That's what I like. I know I've said it lots of times before, but it still is pretty. I mean, look at that. It is gorgeous. Really cool. So, a little update. We have friends, obviously, on the server. A lot of them said they built down here at E8. So this is the area. It's a long ways down. It's still funny how you have to click below the spot that you want your waypoint to be to get there. It's like half a square plus. So we might head down to that direction. I still want to head over to 5. Ooh, it's all the way up there is D5. But it's not that far, realistically. So we'll probably head down here just to see what people are doing and try to learn a little bit. We haven't... Ooh, look at the run animation. We kind of swing our arms like we're actually running. We're going fast. We still have like a third-person view. A touch of lagginess right off the bat there. But, I was looking through the update log, trying to see, all the different stuff that they might explain in the update that changed. And they didn't really list that much in the top. They just kind of did a huge introduction. But they streamlined the crafting experience. They improved the crafting window, which we saw. These are just some overall stuff. Mining and extracting has changed a lot, and the animations there. Long-term objectives have been added. Notes, deep space transmitter can now be correctly crafted. It's funny. They say that now. it can now be correctly crafted, where before they kept saying, it can be crafted, we swear. But people were saying, no, it can't. Some German clients, and those aren't the type that you do business with. Additional changes, improvements, repair and salvage adjustments, marked official G-Portal servers and browsers, fixed bugs, fixed a server crash loop when a door was locked. So I guess the door being locked caused server crashes. Interesting. Tons of crafting, tons of building. You know, I'm going to put the link in the description below just because there is so much. If you guys want to check it out, I would recommend you look it over. We could have a whole entire episode of just going over it. But putting the link here is the best. It's the update 8.19, week 8 update. So, you know, I'm definitely excited to see how it goes. Be careful, there runs... Oh, be careful, he runs with screwdriver. Yeah. We still fly just the same. So, I've been waiting, I've been excited for this. We can start getting back to crafting. We have a lot to do, to build, to play with. We obviously need to get resources too, kind of for this journey we're going to have to make. We are going to pass a number of places. Let's go over and look at a node. Okay, so we get nothing right off the bat. Let's craft the pickaxe. So we have the stuff? Yes. Craft. Wow, it's faster. That seemed faster to me. Okay, put that down there. So now when I come up to it, aha! Interesting. So it tells us how much of the resource is there. It tells us the difficulty. And it tells us also that we need a better pickaxe. That's funny. So, really good, useful thing. It tells us exactly all about it. That's kind of nice. Oh, look, we run with the pickaxe to the side. Aha! These are nice little changes I'm already seeing. I'm kind of excited to really, dive in depth and see all the different things. There are test servers and early, kind of access servers. Oh, look how much smaller it is. Oh, nice. I kind of like them bigger, to be honest. I like them big, nice in your face. The crates sound different. Can you hear it? I don't know if I need to turn up the volume, but you should be able to hear that fine. New sounds. Interesting. I know we're going to turn the sound up like this so we can hear all the little boxes chiming. And then we're going to get a meteorite shower and it's going to blow our ears away. Interaction failed. Okay, there we go. So far, it's very similar like the old. We can definitely tell there's some changes. Do we get a new sound? We got no sound. Interesting. So I've noticed that they kind of stopped the sound from the battery charger. I'm not sure why. Alright, I guess we also need to check these loot drops just to see if there's anything worthwhile in here. NV stuff. We could craft some NV items. I don't know if it's worthwhile. But we'll grab it for now. What does this say it is? Olivine. Alright. See how much less there is of it? 14,700. That's kind of nice that it gives us the exact quantity of the node, just so we can really pay attention to that and know exactly how much we're going to be able to harvest out of it. I am interested with that to do some testing and mine a node and then literally either just sit there and wait to see how long it takes for it to replenish, or to walk away, of course, and see if it replenishes, or walk away and set a timer to keep, coming back and checking to see how long it takes to replenish. that sort of stuff. So just kind of some experimentation is what I'm thinking would be really nice to do. Magnesite. Difficulty of 4. That's not very difficult. Let's take a look at our inventory. What does it say about our pick here? Anything? 10. So a mining capability of 10. Okay. Is it bringing back memories? This spot brings back memories to me. I know exactly where we are, what we normally would do right here. We had our base up there on the hill. It's kind of bringing back memories to me. The old early days, but we're kind of back in the old early days again. Let's go hit this. Let's see if this green one. I still want... People seem to say that iron has lost its edge, and I'm not sure why it would. I don't know. I guess it's because they're saying that it's just not the greatest. So I thought with the crafting stuff, you're supposed to see kind of how it would treat you as you crafted the item. I don't really see that in here. Maybe it's just not with this tool. Alright, what was this material? I think this was the cassiterite. Oh, we got to do the look away and look back thing still. Alright, let's check these out. Olivine again. Field spar. Okay. I want to get a bit of oxygen, food, water. I just want to harvest a bit of stuff before we start, deciding we're going to trek across the world. Larry would say that we were going to die if we don't, and I do have to admit that that is a likely possibility. So I want to take the time, gather up some materials. It kind of reminds me of those wind chimes. You probably know the ones I'm talking about. It's peaceful. It's nice. I'm actually highly entertained by it. I really like those sounds. They're good. They do remind me of those wind chimes that you get with the kind of big gongs and stuff. I've always loved those wind chimes. They're pretty expensive though. I really want to get one eventually for my house just because I love the sound. Any other goodies? We need other goodies. I'm still getting a little bit of lagginess, choppiness around the game. The game's still, for improvements and stuff, they're going to have to work on some optimizations pretty soon. It's just a bit choppy still. I'm not saying that that was the main focus. The main focus, obviously, of the most recent updates were to make the game playable. And I applaud them, and I agree. You needed to work on making the game just playable. So hopefully, it will be that way. Next and soon, after they get the playable aspect done, they need to work on optimizations. Because, right there, it just stuttered a bunch. You guys might not see it as much on video, or you might think that it's just the video, but it's really the game. Right there again, choppiness. We're looking around just a little bit. It's quite choppy. It still is. And I'm not that worried about it. Obviously, we have a lot of progress to be made, a lot of opportunity in that. But for now, let's just make the game playable and enjoyable. There's some stuff. I see some more goodies. Flashlight still works. Gotta do a test every now and again of the flashlight system. I wish the flashlight was more of a bright white, like an LED, a high, if you know your LED lights at all, usually they have the actual Kelvin rating for the brightness, or the, not Kelvin, what is it? I'm not thinking correctly. Having a brain moment. It's like the Kelvin rating, but it's Kelvins for heat. The light, brightness, the whiteness, whatever it is. It's not lumens. It looked like a person up there running. It wasn't. So also, you may notice we're moving a bit faster. They increase the speed that you run which for right now, not being able to actually build anything to get around on, it's going to make life a lot easier. I applaud them for doing that because it just would make life really crazy. So, let's take a look here, actually. I'm trying to understand energy capacity. I'm trying to understand exactly, what they changed, and I'm wondering if I just need different crafting tools, what I need to look at everything. I just want to try to figure out as much as possible, but at the same time, I want to, start heading south and playing with stuff. I just don't know what, if I found iron, I still would harvest iron because I would. Let's see, what's this material? I haven't seen iron yet, though. I heard there are some changes to where you find different materials. What are you? Are you like cobalt? Olivine. There's been a lot of olivine so far. Let's go take a look at a water node. I'm just curious to see what the little picture is of it. Just water. Okay. 81,000. Wow. That's a ton. So, tons of material there to be able to be harvested. So, the idea of going south and meeting up with our friends, of course, is that they started kind of a little starter shack base there for people to work out of, to be helpful to the group. That's a great idea, and something that we would definitely take advantage of to try to help us get going again, restart everything. At the same time, I kind of feel like I want to just find a place to get some good resources and almost start out and set up some roots. But I just really don't know what's the best thing to do. Thought I heard something. I'm hearing aliens. They're around. They're just hiding. I'm not sure where. It's possible. I know you know. We're on Mars, for crying out loud. There's got to be something here. It's not really a dead planet. I mean, look at the rocks. And we have meteorites that fall to the Earth. Ground, Mars, area, here. It's not Earth. I mean, Earth isn't like ground Earth. I don't know. Is it Earth? Earth? Dirt? Earth? The ground. We wouldn't call it really Earth. That's kind of interesting. I never really thought about that. When we're standing on Earth, we call it Earth or ground. When we're on Mars, do we call it just Mars? It's definitely different. Alright, how much is there? I need something that's upgraded a little bit better, but I want to find the best product possible to start crafting stuff with. Let's just keep looking a little bit, and we'll keep going. So we want to head that way anyways. But I want to start crafting some more tools, some stuff. Magnetite, okay. Pretty high grade stuff. Look at that, only 4,500. Wow. That's got to be something pretty special to have that little of material in there. I applaud them for making really high, crazy items, but at the same time, like, there's so little there. Like 4,500 is very little to be able to craft and do anything with. It's kind of sad that those resource nodes have that little availability. I think they should more stick to there's a certain amount out of the blue ones or bluish green ones. There's a certain amount out of the more crystalline type ones. And there's a certain amount out of course, the other metal ones. Wow, this is kind of an interesting track. Probably just easier to go through this cut than what we're doing here. I worry if we go down too low, then we're losing out on opportunity. But also our jetpack's gonna have to be busy here. Oh, good jump. Mountain goat climbing. Heck yeah. Alright, we're going down. Oh, we're just walking. Okay. We gotta build up the boosters though, because if we start falling, We have no rocket power to slow us down. It's gonna be quite the fall. Okay, and now? And now? They never turned on. Oh. I hit it twice even. I hit it, nothing. I hit it, nothing. Oh, our first death just because we can't fall when the rocket boosters wouldn't turn on. Oh, that's stupid. Aye. There's no like death music, but it's hard to hear. I think we already crashed. Okay, no we didn't. We're back going again. Oh. Well, that was fun, I guess. It's sad all at the same time. Ugh. Oh wow, it kicked us back to the main menu. It didn't even let us just go back into game. Really interesting. It still is, glitchy and causing issues with that sort of system stuff. I'm not sure why. Defying gravity is not your strong suit. Well, usually I do it a million times. Usually I do it really well, I think. I don't know why. I don't know why the rocket boosters just did not want to activate there. Besides that, I know it's just a thing where it's kind of a glitch or a bug in the system where they just sometimes don't activate, sometimes they overactivate, and they're just kind of weird. Good news, we didn't crash the server for everyone though. I would have laughed. I would apologize, but I would have laughed if we seriously crashed the whole server for everyone. What, we gotta choose our character again? Oh, that's funny. Oh man. For today, guys, I think that I don't want to make the trek south. I want to just start building. I want to start doing some stuff. I want to go back to kind of the old ground here that I really like. There's a lot of availability to add it. We can get a ton of materials. And I think just having kind of a starter base where we start out and then we can pack stuff up and move if we want to wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So for now, I think I want to just build over here. It's got a lot of good resources. The exotic resources, yes, are going to be more south. And that's why we all tend to travel south. But at the same time, I really like this area. We've spent quite a bit of time here. And there's just a lot of resources, a lot of good stuff here. I don't know why it's saying interaction failed. I think it's just because we're a touch away from it. So I think this is where I'm going to stick with for the moment. I'll possibly just make the trek off camera south at a strong point. Oh look, we got a base. Somebody built a little shack up here. So someone else has been on and they're starting a little shack. Kind of right there in that spot, which is cool. We could go up and go take a look. Oh, we got to work on permissions too. So, peck. Zia. Black. Whoop. Rabbit. Whoa. No black rabbit. Interesting. Snowman. Not on the server yet. Caesar was one that I remember seeing. No. Okay. I met a guy named Bob one day. I came on the server. I can't remember his exact name, and he might change it, of course. But what happened was, it was really fun, actually. He was on the server, running around, just doing stuff, and we got some goodies. So he is building everything out of envy, it looks like, and just salvaging items. I wish it said whose base it was still. That would be really cool. I just think that that would be a nice option. So I met this guy. His name was Bob. He was running around the server. He was doing stuff. And, you know, I was like, oh, you're here on 12? Welcome. We've been on here quite a bit. It just kind of restarted, you know, just chit-chatting a little bit. And I was saying, you know, if you know, have any question or anything, let me know. We'll probably be on here playing quite a bit. You know, I do some YouTube videos, and, you know, we have quite a few people that come and all play together. And the guy was like, you wouldn't happen to be Kevin Prause, would you? And I was like, yeah, that is actually me. And he's like, oh, you know, I watch your videos, and they've been actually super helpful for me to figure out a lot of stuff. You know, thank you so much for making them. And I thought it was just really cool to actually, you know, find somebody randomly that I've never really met, just on the game, doing stuff, and he's just, you know, watching the videos, being informed and learning about stuff. Oh, we don't have any of the basic materials. That's kind of weird. Since we died, we lost, I guess, the basic rod and stuff. We gotta actually loot for boxes now. Huh. Just changed my my thought process. So yeah, and he's like, you know, what's the likelihood of running into you on here? That's kind of, you know, amazing and random. And I was saying, yeah, is kind of interesting, and it's definitely fun. Thank you for, of course, watching and supporting and all that sort of stuff. So it's just kind of neat to see the community, the people. You know, there are a ton of... Oh, we do have a spike. Why didn't it show up in my inventory before? The backpack shows, like, nothing. Weird. Oh, it only shows the items to build it? Ah, that's kind of nice. I didn't notice that before. So if you guys haven't noticed, and if you don't understand, if you're not quite following 100%, let me slow down a little bit. So if I just click on this, it shows I don't have a handle. And it only shows the item that it would work to craft in it. If I click on the crowbar, now it shows these two items. And emergency hammer shows all the items. Pickaxe shows all the items. The wrench shows we're missing item. So it only shows the item that you have available to craft it. It doesn't show all the other stuff in your backpack. I didn't notice that till now. Again, devs, great job. It's kind of weird though, because I guess it shows the pickaxe because of it being a pickaxe. Just my guess. Not 100% sure. What's this? Is this like a drop button? I don't know. I don't want to push it. It'd be nice if we could hover over it and it would say something, but I'm afraid to push the button. I'm really afraid to push the button. Okay, we gotta push the button at some point though. I want to drop as little as possible. If this is a drop button. Oh, is that just a close button? Ah, interesting. I'm guessing it's just a close button. Odd, interesting, and new. So, we're learning. We're achieving. Maybe not quite achieving, but we're learning. So, take all. Black Rabbit. Oh, is that what it is? A space? Permissions. Black Rabbit. Aha, thank you very much, Zia. I appreciate it. Let's see, anything else? Oh, Mars 1. I don't think Mars 1 is on here, too. We have all these people, of course. Oh, there's Mars 1. Look at that. Adding people. Oh, that node looked like a person over there. I love the running animation, and I love that we have more speed now. That is like big to me. I like it a lot. So more speed. Hopefully, you know, I want to travel south. I don't want to meet up with everyone. Oh, we got a handle. Cool. I want to travel south and meet up with everyone, but that trek usually takes forever if you have to walk it. So I am excited to see how much faster it will be with this extra speed. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it definitely seems like enough. Let's look and see real quick. It looks the same, more or less. They updated it for the new, of course, which they needed to do. But it looks like it's pretty much the same informational tidbits. I do find it interesting that here we have this down button, but everywhere else they've shown an X to close. I'm not sure why they'd put a down button like that. It feels weird. Just put an X if you want it to be a closeout. I mean, Windows has done it for ages and ages and ages, where we have an X. The down button to kind of minimize, I guess, is what they're trying to go for more than anything else. It just still seems a little odd. Oh yeah, we got 6 tiles. We can build a whole entire base. Not quite, but we're making progress. What do we got? My phone is going crazy over here. I don't know who or what's messaging me. I gotta turn down the volume here. Like, sheesh. Oh, it's my Stingray people. And I don't mind the Stingray people, but sheesh, they're chatting a lot. And we're live on video. We can't have all those interruptions. We gotta focus here on Rokh. I have not seen as many resources in this area as usually there are. There definitely is a few less. Usually I would say there's more. I don't know if they changed the quantity of resources, but I feel there's a little less here in this area. Let's get over here and see what this one is. I feel that it's harder starting out, even though this is the starter area. I mean, yes, I've traveled around a little bit looking at stuff, but... Oh, do you see that? Achievement unlocked. Mine, mine, mine. It kind of looks sissy. I will admit, it looks a little sissy how we're mining. But, I don't know. It's okay. It's fine. I'll get used to it. It's a different crafting or harvesting type system. I like the total in inventory now, option 2. See how it says total in inventory and how much we're mining per hit? I like that. Alright, let's take a look at it in our inventory now. So the same normal, I think this could be updated personally. Like, they have this that looks all fancy and nice, and they got this nice picture background to it. When you go into image here, it should be similar. It should be more of a picture, informative. Maybe take up a bit more screen space, whatever they need to do. This little scroll bar, I think they could get rid of it and just make this a bit bigger, change it up. You know, they said that there's already kind of a stage 2 to the crafting UI being worked on. So I'm going to imagine that we will soon see those availabilities. I don't think this is, well... Strength of 7. Ability of 9. This could be an okay material to actually craft something out of. Alright, let's do this. So I need to make the assembly tool. Handle and spike. So let's do it. Handle. We'll see how well this does. Oh, see? Okay. So grip 6, my ability 8. So I'm guessing that red is bad, blue is good, and maybe green would even be better, I'm thinking. I kind of wish there was some information to tell you about this now. Looking at this and understanding it a little bit further, I don't know if blue is the best or blue is just the medium, intermission point. I guess let's go harvest a couple more materials. Now I'm curious. I need more materials in my inventory to compare and to look at. Over this way, I guess, because that's what it seems like. Is we have that blue, and I don't know if blue is the highest rating. Oh, so there's a meteorite shower. They said they reduced them to try to help with the lag, from my understanding. Red bad, white blue. Oh, okay, sorry. Red is bad, white is okay, blue is good, and purple is best. So we're not going to be working on any purples at the moment, but if it's blue, that's just good. Let's take a look now. Oop. Gotta get used to this. If I hit inventory with I, it always opens up that. It still seems like they could make an option just to open up the crafting menu a little bit easier. Just gotta open up here. So, if we go here, we're gonna build something. We have red, blue, blue, white. Ah, cool. So this is not a bad option then for our handle. Let's make 2. I think crafting speed is increased. Okay, so now if we go back and look at it, we need a small spike. Small spike. Let's make 2 again. Craft. So I am interested to see that. I'm glad to have finally understood it too. Alright, so now we can go here and make one of these. And one of these. Craft. And I want to make a wrench too. I need a rod. It doesn't say what rod though. Do you notice that? So this is the first time I've looked at it. It doesn't say small or big. It just says a rod. So there's no more sizes, I'm guessing, at least for now. Very interesting. This is very, very unique and interesting, and I'm happy to see the changes. And I want to learn more. Like, we're gonna try to get into the crafting a bit and see exactly how everything's gonna happen. Okay. So we got that. We need to get our main tool. Okay. See, this is the problem though. How do I put it down here in my inventory now? I guess if I go back to this, it'll probably pull it up. Yep. So swap the assembly tool. Okay, now I got it there. So now we have the assembly tool. So a building door, assembly tool, the rivet gun. So we need the manufacturing tools, what we really need. So we need a bar and another handle. Okay, so we go back here. We can make a bar. I hope you guys are interested in this, and it's intriguing. It definitely is very interesting to see these changes and to really kind of now actually understand them more. It's definitely going to help us build better. So I'm definitely curious. Bar, handle, craft. Definitely is a lot of progress faster. Put that there. All right. So we're moving up in the world. How about the electrolyzer? Oh, a tool casing. So manufacturing tool or multi-tool. There's a multi-tool? What's the multi-tool? I want to know what the multi-tool is. Or metal press. The multi-tool manufacturing tool and the manufacturing tool. So this is our manufacturing tool. So we should just be able to go to the manufacturing tool and make a tool casing. Okay, we just put the material right in there. Craft. Larry, I think we can make it like instantaneously. Larry would be super excited right now. He's probably giddy with joy. I'm not joking. Look at this. This is so much faster. Craft it. This is actually quite amazing to think about this. And a coil. Electrical conduction of stat. Okay, so coil. But it's got to be greater than 6. I don't know if I have that. Of 6. Of 7. Aha, there we go. We can use that. Larry, can you feel it? We're going to have it right away. Like, if I would have known it was this easy, I would have made one earlier. I just didn't think it was. Look at that. Portable electrolyzer. Done. Crafted. Wow. I'm pleasantly surprised already. Huh. Okay. So that made life pretty dang simple. Yeah, I feel like... So... I mean, we've been streaming for a little while now, but we've mostly been just running around looking at stuff. And we died once. That it was a fatal, tragic accident. It was not my fault at all. But I feel that instead of... Did you see the box disappear? You probably saw it. I've noticed that stuff is disappearing a bit in the game. And I'm not sure why exactly. But it is. I feel, though, that... You know, since we respawned and we just mined like one item, turn off the flashlight, we have the availability to build stuff definitely a lot faster. I feel like I could actually make the trek a little bit easier, not worry about oxygen and food and water and all that stuff as much. Life is just kind of a bit easier. It could actually be a thing where we decide to go south a lot faster just because... I mean, we just crafted all that stuff. We're kind of at the point where I can harvest water, make it go. I want to go up there and harvest that item, but I want to look around a little bit more at other minerals. I just want to look at them. I want to find iron too. I don't think it exists as easily and as available. So there's 1, 2, 3 green nodes. I heard it's not even in a green node type anymore, possibly. I could be wrong. So... I'm just trying to learn here and see as much as I can. Is this what we're using for everything? Yes. So I want more of this. This so far has kind of been our good item. I think we need to make a pickaxe out of it. So we're going to do that right now. Unfortunately, we gotta kind of have to learn all new recipes for everything too. So let's throw this away. Yep, just throw it away. And our pickaxe here. So just a rod and a spike. Pretty simple stuff. So, rod. Okay, craft. And a spike. Did you notice the one thing, though, that I noticed? There's no upgradable pickaxe. There's no upgrades. It's just that's it. That's kind of disappointing. I like the upgrades. I don't know if there's going to be upgrades later, but I feel that I missed that. Hello, Mars 1. How do you like the new running and jumping? Well, I died trying to jump too much. It was sad. But at this... Oh, look, it's red. Aha. Look at that. Okay, cool. The color options are transferring over. Jumping? The jumping seems the same. Upgrades come later. Okay. I was wondering, because I was like, oh, I missed the upgrade options. Because that really made me feel like I was making progress. And, you know, even at early stages that I was, you know, doing some cool stuff early on. I was working towards those little upgrades just to tweak things and make them better. So this tool looks like it's lasting a fair amount of time. I just wanted to check it out, what its durability was like. And I'm actually mining a fair amount out of it. This might be the new iron. Oh yeah, it's lasting a long time. I mean, we're not mining like insane amounts, But, oh look, and the bar goes down on the node. Do you see that there on the left? I can't, of course, look at it, but where the numbers are that's going down for the resource node, you can see the bar is actually depleting. So we're mining like nothing of it. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, now we need our next tool. This is kind of fun. Well, I've always enjoyed the game. The game is fun, but it's kind of fun as in, I mean, seeing these new changes, seeing the new stuff. So a rod and a handle. I feel like, I feel like it's a new game again. And that's definitely something that is interesting. Or I feel like, I mean, I hope, I guess, how do I want to say this? I hoped that they didn't lose all of the crafting and the little nitty gritty stuff, when they made this change. They talked about not losing as much as possible out of it. Congrats on making water and oxygen accessible. You are learning. I'm making progress. Larry's happy. That's good. So we have a wrench. Did I already have a wrench? Did I seriously just make 2 wrenches? It was so easy to make a wrench that I think I might have just made 2. Yes. It was so easy I just made 2. That's interesting. I feel like, I mean, it's probably hard for you guys to understand this, but I feel like this stage, or it's so easy kind of now versus what it used to be, that I feel like I didn't even make one. It felt like I don't I don't even remember sitting there and making one at this point. It was so easy and it went so fast, the option to do it. So really kind of interesting. I do want to make a tile mold. I want to make storage. I want to make everything. Can I already make this? A sphere? Yeah, I think we can make all this stuff. So it says here strength of greater than 6. This says great. This is 7. So we can put in there. The glide on the sphere needs to be a 6. Okay, so let's go to our tool here and look at the sphere. We need a glide of 6 or glide greater than 6? Greater than 6. Glide of 9 and a glide of, that's what we want right there, out of oxygen? Can we do that? No. Maybe? No, I didn't think so, because that shows it as a mineral. This shows it just probably raw oxygen, actually, maybe would be a good item to make it out of. I don't know. I was thinking that if we could put oxygen in there and make it out of that, that's something different and unique. The little running, look, the little kind of flailing hands as fast as possible is really funny. Alright, so we got new people here. I see Caesar. Add. And then we got I can't breathe. Add. Alright, our friends list is growing. Need anything special? Mint cake, please. I mean, if they're asking for if we need anything special, I want mint cake. That's what I'm looking for. Kevin, I would be intrigued to see you make a ball of oxygen. Well, I agree, but it did seem like before when you got oxygen out of the reclaimer, it was in a weird form. I know it sounds weird. You'd have to go back and watch. But when we made it in the reclaimer and we kept the temperature down, it wasn't actually like a gas. It was actually in like a mineral state. So I would be curious to see if we could actually take it as a mineral state and do anything with it. Alright, let's repair. I want to check this out. So repairing still looks the same. Do we crash with the repair? Does it put it back in my inventory? That's what I really wish. I really wish it would just put it back in my inventory so I didn't have to always come back in here, grab it, pull it back out. It's just kind of a minor thing, but it would be nice. For Larry's sake, we're going to get some water here. Because Larry would be very concerned with us. See, in this type of a resource, being able to see my total inventory and knowing, you know, exactly when I kind of get to that 1,000 number or 2,000, just so I can kind of keep track of it a little bit easier and get kind of more of a exact number. Because I know it takes 200, or at least it used to take 200. So I would like to try to stick with, you know, getting the exact number so I don't just have a bunch of extras sitting around in my inventory for nothing. It's not heavy or bothersome. It's just, why not do it and make it exact? Alright, here we go. 2,000. Oh, we just barely were short of 2,000. Alright, let's check out this. See if it looks the same. Oh, so we can just access it now. Interesting. So, it's still 200. Everything's the same here. So let's get some oxygen. And let's go for 5, 6, 7. Not infinity. I still wish it was a little bit easier with the buttons. Crafting it. 1,400. That'll leave us 500. I want to get a little bit more. So why don't I have... See, here's the problem that I have. So I have a repair tool here, the wrench. Why do I not have the ability just to click on the wrench over here? Devs, I'd like to see you do that. Put the wrench so I can still have it over here and access the wrench right away. I mean, none of these are really different from the wrench. The wrench should be able to be accessed just the same. I don't know why it's not. It should still be in the same toolbar. So why it's not, I don't know. I'm disappointed in that one. I think that the wrench should just be able to be over there. It should have its own little box that kind of comes up, lets us repair a tool, then just put it right back in our inventory, and life can go on. Devs, I found a new creation for you to work on. Something with a repair wrench. Tweak it a little bit, make it a little bit better. Uh-oh, Caesar found iron. Wow, you need an iron pick to be able to mine iron? I think that's what I'm reading correctly here, people. Alright, there we go. We got enough. Let's craft up a little bit of water. Wow. This just seems like we can definitely make things go a lot faster, a lot easier. If we go in our inventory now, we have only 8,000 oxygen? I thought we were crafting oxygen. Did we craft a whole bunch of water? No. Where did our, like, oxygen go? Hold on a second. Cancel. How much oxygen is this creating? Okay, craft. So, 8,000? Let's see. I feel like now it crafts way less. So about 1,000? So before it used to do about 2,400 per, but now it's crafting way less. Interesting. So good to know. Unfortunately, it's way less, and we gotta do a lot more of this. So I apologize, but we need to harvest a lot more of this. I was thinking that if we crafted that, I think it was like 8 we crafted, we would have all that we ever could want, but that's definitely not the case. Things have changed a lot. Let's repair this. Now only having 3 items makes it a little easier. I still think a select all option above is needed 100%. Devs and stuff to go back in your hotbar. I do like that there's less items to click on, but still want some other changes. Some other tweaks. Alright. Back to work. We're going to need a lot more water now for everything. Oh well. So far, I'm pleasantly surprised, though, at the changes. I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. I do think that, you know, some stuff's going to take a little bit more. But overall, it's going to actually be less. Okay, the warning. The warning was right at the number. Or we're actually just, it's critical. Okay. I have this oxygen I can consume. Aha. And now it should be less. Not much less. Interesting. So I think it's funny the critical weight goes at like the 149,000. But now that I've dropped below it, it still is not liking us. So let's consume a little bit of food. Because we need food anyways. We got this jerky. Or water and food. Food and water. Come on, jerky. Consume. Is it lagging? Uh-oh. Do I right click? No. Something has changed. Hold on. Two. Click. Okay, there we go. Maybe I can't do it while I'm in my inventory now? I mean, I understand that because before it was definitely something where you made some mistakes by doing it. But now that I have to like go out of my inventory each time, it's kind of annoying. Interesting. I approve, but at the same time, I think it's a pain in the butt. Because I just want to do it fast. Like, I think you should right-click. You should be able just to right-click on it and consume. I don't think it needs to go down in here in your hotbar. Just saying. You know what? We might have to start a list of preferred changes that we would like to see in the game. It's going to grow pretty large. Just saying. Okay, emergency hammer. See you later. Emergency screwdriver. See you later. You are no longer needed in our inventory. My radiation is at 100. Wow. Sounds like radiation is becoming a problem for people. Also, it just sounds like you guys are in an area. How many rads in that area? I'm just wondering, is it like above 6? Because there definitely are some areas where they have really high radiation. They could be in an area that is just really bad. And I don't know if I would want to hang out there. Normal radiation. Oh, is that the new... Is it like 6 rads? So like 6 rads? Just been too busy not worrying about rads. Okay. I was just curious if it's like a really high radiation area. What could be better glide than a ball of ice? I know, agreed. What could be better? So this hematite seems like it is the resource that's around everywhere. There's a lot of it now. Let's see if we get up here what we find. Smithsonite. What can we do with Smithsonite? Actually, you know, it's like the inventory. It's almost not even worth looking at stuff in here because I can go in here and this actually, like, selecting the hammer, it actually gives me way more information that I want to see and want to learn about it. So I think they kind of just need to upgrade and change the materials. Instead of having this, it almost more needs to look like this and like show malleability, glide. It needs to show all those informations and then give it color coordination to go with it. That might be with the new UI or interface that they're planning on. I think that could definitely be a big positive because right now I just want to look at everything in here because this is way cooler and better looking and it makes me understand stuff a little bit better. The other way, not so much. So like for example, if I build a box, it just looks like I can build a box really easily now. Just put the raw material in there, done. But I wonder if I make like a storage box, Like, what makes a good storage box? Hinge. Malleability greater. So I can make that out of any of this stuff. That's what my guide does, Kevin. Ah ha ha. Zia's already saying her guide. And I do want to say that for everyone or anyone that is watching and that needs some information, Zia has been working on a really cool guide, and I've taken a look at it. There are some great informations, in there for you to help you understand how to build stuff better, what to make it out of. I totally forgot about it, Zia, so I'm glad that you mentioned it. So I definitely recommend you come to the Discord channel and look in our channels. We have some important news. If I remember right, I thought we put it in there. We need to get an area where we can put that document. Yes, it's in there. It's in our important news tab. It's up a little bit. We probably need to just pin that. I'll pin it. Oh yeah, pin it. I know she already talked about pinning it. I'm not sure even what pinning it really does, to be honest, but we'll pin it. We'll have it available because it's a great resource. We want to be able to try to make it a little bit easier. And I apologize if you're saying that I should have pinned it earlier and I didn't. I totally agree. I just glanced over it because I was more interested in looking at the guide than checking out all the other information they typed with it. So I apologize, Zia. So far, I'm impressed. So far, I'm enjoying it. There is a lot to build, a lot to do, though. And we're back at nighttime. We've been playing for right at an hour. Yes, we've crashed. We've done some stuff. Hello, Pyrostorm. Hello. Welcome over to the stream and the channel. And, of course, hello and welcome everyone else. Glad you guys come check it out. Let's see what we can do here. I needed some oxygen, so I wanted to come over here real quick. Or not some oxygen, some power. I do like the chiming of all the little loot boxes. It totally sounds like wind chimes. It's really funny. So I think just for now, just to make life easy, I want to just start a little base setup just right here. And mostly not even so much of a base. I just want to start out with putting some tiles down and trying to get some stuff, at least storage box wise, just placed. Just try to help us a little bit. And I'm not too particular what tiles I'll use. These were just here. Man, the meteorites are falling. Falling like crazy. They're gonna be red. I'm okay with that though. How much can we hold? I don't see the weight capacity anymore. Have you seen that? Like for the hammer, there's no weight capacity. So it looks like we could just build as much as we want to. I'm pleasantly surprised with that. If anyone else has seen a weight capacity in an item, let me know, but it's not here, which is cool. So far that makes me think that I can put infinity. Or actually it's just that it's because it's probably just using it out of my inventory. Ah, that's nice. We're not going so much off of the weight of the hammer anymore. We're just going off of what's in my inventory and allowing me to do with it. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, we don't really put this material into a hammer. When you think about it, we just use it. So, thank you, devs. I like that as well. Updates and changes. So let's see how red this is. Not too red. Not too big of a worry. Craft. Place. Make amazing things. Alright. Oh, we made a complete box. That is a problem. That is a big problem. Come on. Let me put a bunch of this in here. Craft. Alright, I want to work on the hinge and the box. And I want to do a couple of storage boxes. Just to make life easy, I want to put a few things away. Store it. We're right at max weight capacity right now. Obviously, we're losing a little bit of the crafting, but I wonder what that recipe is from server goals. What do you mean the recipe? Let's see. So we need a box. And we just need it greater than 6. We can make, let's make 3. Ooh, also the question is, did they fix it so you can place them next to each other? I highly doubt it. And then the hinge. Oh, it broke. I was about to say, what's wrong? Keep crafting. Alright, place it in there. Repair. So I definitely agree. I think the crafting now is a lot easier. But the more that they made it easier, or the better they made it, it's making me think of different changes and different stuff that I could really, you know, tweak and make even better. Can't even make a full iron pickaxe. Sad life. That's funny. Alright. Hinges. Greater than 6 malleability. So we can still make it out of the same stuff. Let's make it 3 of those. Craft it. I mean reward for completing the deep space transmitter. Let's look at that actually. Objectives. Okay, we have a recipe. It looks like there is a reward. So if you look at this, there is a reward actually. A recipe for something. I'm not sure what that is. I've never looked at this. So here's a server reward and a faction standing. But here's, so we get plus 20,000 whatever this is. But then we actually get a recipe. And I'm not sure what this recipe is. But that is interesting. I'm not sure what it is. Like, it should be able to tell you. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. As an additional incentive, if the colony can provide their ability to do this, then your suits have been programmed to unlock access to a new lighting method accessed on the tuning machine. There it is. So they did put it in there to actually explain it. Okay. So that is what we get. We get this new lighting system on our suit, which I think would be awesome, because if it'll actually just do light 24 hours a day as you're running around doing stuff, that would be awesome. So I definitely want to see that. There's the reward, and that sounds worthwhile to me. We're gonna need to craft those. We're gonna have to build a lot. We're gonna have to put in a lot of hours. So I'm excited. Let's take our hinges and our boxes and our tiles and finish our little, you know, we got to start small. We can't just get right to that. I know, it'd be nice. There we go. Got our non-box box. I just didn't want it to be a complete box. And let's put this, no? Oh, see, that's the problem. We can't put this easily back in our inventory slot now. I just think they shouldn't even have this sort of stuff need inventory slots. Let's be honest. This stuff that we use to craft, to do everything with, we should just build them, and they should be like, go off to the side. We should have 2 crafting bars down here. One for tools, one for placing and doing all the other stuff. Let's just make it a little easier on us, because this switching and swapping back and forth, it's going to make it a pain in the butt. Alright, 3 storage chests. So there's the weight already listed. Oh, interesting. Cool. Alright, now I want to swap out, I think, the wrench, maybe? Alright. Boxes? What if I place it on its own same type? Ooh, I'm afraid if I place it right there in the corner, though. Well, I want to build it out further anyways, at some point in time. Oh, I got lots of things on my mind of ways to adjust. Okay, I need more building tiles. To infinity and beyond. Okay, cancel that. We need... Okay, now I should be able to put all of it in. Aha! But then you won't see that awesome tool color. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care about that. I just would rather it all be a little bit more streamlined. You know? Just my take on it. More streamlined, more better. Always seems like the idea. I don't know how many tiles we could possibly make out of this, but I'm guessing quite a bit. So it shows here how much we have left. 1,824. Uh-oh. Lag? A game crash? I don't know what's going on right now. We're going to wait, though. I want to see what's happening. I'm just curious. It stopped crafting tiles, and it stopped the noise. Oh, there we go. Couldn't connect to server. Ah, did we crash the server? I want to know, did we crash the server? It's my goal. I'm sorry, everyone playing on the server. It's kind of my goal to crash the server. I just want to see if we can do it still. Oh, did the whole game like crash? Did we destroy the whole game? Kevin joins Rokh. This is not Ark. I apologize. That was bad of me. Kevin joins Rokh, dies by fall, then crashes whole game for everyone in the world by trying to craft some tiles and build a base. Wow, look at this. It really is taking a little while to decide what's going on. Maybe we did it. Goal accomplished. Look, we did. Either we did or someone else did. The server's definitely crashed. It's gone. So, you know what, guys? It's going to take a while to come back and get going. I think we're probably going to play another episode, or we'll do another episode of this later this evening when the server comes back up and it gets going again. I am curious to see what kind of happened there to make it crash, but it's going to take, 4 or 5 minutes just to load back up and everything. So I think it'd just be better to come back later this evening. We'll get going again on it. I appreciate the updates and changes that the developers have made. I'm very curious if we could figure out what made the server crash and if it is the unlimited crafting bug that I kind of just did there. Because I put it in, just one worth, and then I put the whole entire stack worth, and then I started crafting in it. I don't think that would cause an issue, but I don't know. I want to play around with it some more, see if I can maybe create the issue and do it multiple times. It's bad for, of course, friends and people playing on the game, but at the same time, I want to see if we can do it, because then we can tell the devs about it. Hopefully they can get it fixed fast and not be a problem. So thank you guys for at least coming and check out this episode. Hopefully we'll get some stuff figured out. Definitely join in, of course, our lobbies. We have some great people on here helping, informing. Please come check out the Discord. It's way worthwhile. Thank you all again for coming to check out this episode. We accomplished the goal of crashing the server and checking out some of the new crafting stuff. There's still way more to check out, but we got tons to figure out in the game and make. I want to craft a base. I want solar panels. I want all the goodies again. So thank you all. Enjoy your day, morning or evening, whatever time of day it is for you there at your local location. And we'll see you soon. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done already. I appreciate that, and thank you.